What is going on, fellow viewer? This is Steampunk J here, coming at you from my humble art studio, and welcome to another edition of Steampunk J's Reacts and Draws Hurricane Storm Tracker. Yeah! How are you doing today, my fellow viewer, also a fellow artist or art enthusiast, whatever you are? I am welcoming you to my studio right here and welcoming you to my art challenge that I'm putting myself through here today. So, if you're new here, I welcome you. I am Steampunk J. I am an artiste extraordinaire. I love to draw, and what I am doing right now is that I am doing an art challenge that I made for myself, in which it's called the Hurricane Storm Tracker, in which I follow my favorite team in the whole world, the Carolina Hurricanes, as they go through their 2020-2021 hockey season. 56 games total, and I am on game 51. Almost there. I'm trying not to think about it, but I am almost there. Can you imagine, like, nearly 50 drawings have been made within this year right here? And, it's all based on this challenge where for every game that's played, I have to do a drawing based off of it right here. Woo! So, I am not going to waste any time. Let me tell you about this hockey game right here. And as you're listening to my beautiful voice, in the background of the video, you see a speed drawing based on what this particular game has inspired me to draw. So, oh my goodness gracious, this is a very intense game where both teams are actually equal in strength, intensity, and power on that night right here. So this game takes place in North Carolina on our home turf. The Carolinas are playing with a home field advantage. It takes place on May 1st, 2021. We put our goalie, number 39, Alexander Nijakovic, into the net. And of course, the Blue Jackets, they're already putting out their fresh goalie out there who hasn't played in a while. So, but they say that this goalie is not to be taken lightly. So, we go into the first period, and of course, the Blue Jackets score on us first. So there goes our home field of momentum right here. So now we got to work 10 times as hard to get it back. And without hesitation, my boy, who has been on the sidelines, or he hasn't been on the sidelines, but basically he's just been hiding somewhere within the Carolina locker room right here, Teravainen comes in and ties up the game. The score is now 1-1. And from first period all the way to third period, no goals are scored. I kid you not. This is one of the longest games that I have ever seen, in which, to me, I was expecting maybe a goal per period, but no. Only 2 goals were scored, 1 for each team, and then we go into the second period where there were so many different chances and opportunities for a scoring opportunity on both sides. However, we get nothing. There's nothing that any of those teams can do. Our goalie, Alexander Nijakovic, is doing everything he can to keep his team within the tying digit, as well as the Blue Jackets are playing their hearts out, and their goalie is doing everything they can to make sure that they don't fall behind. And this is where I got to give mad props to the goalies. To the goalies of the National Hockey League, or anybody in the world that plays goalie for the sport of hockey. I give all goalies mad props because, one, you guys look cool as hell. I mean, think about it. All 5 of the players, or pretty much all 20 players in the locker room, they all have to, their only one job is to score goals. You as a goalie are responsible for making sure that no one scores on your team. And the way that you look, from your helmet to your pads, to the stick, to just how you look like a tank. You look like a brick wall, a battle fortress, to make sure that nobody on the opposing tide ever breaks through. So you are literally the only boundary, the only thing that stops the other team from getting a victory. And I just love the way you got your goalies look, number one. And with all the padding and equipment that a goalie has, it all has a purpose. Because I want you to just imagine like you're playing baseball, right? From the moment that a pitcher throws the ball and the batter hits the ball, that ball can fly in a general direction at close to nearly 70 to 90 miles an hour. In the sport of hockey, a goalie has to be on the receiving end of incoming 80 to 100 mile an hour shots from a puck that can knock an individual out, knock his teeth out. There are times where a puck can cause injuries out there because that sucker is, although to the contrary, a puck is made out of rubber, but that sucker is actually that sucker feels like a lead ball. Let me put it to you this way: have you ever been to the Olympics and you see them shot put balls? Like it's an Olympic competition, and where you take like this small little round heavy ball that weighs like maybe 30 to 40 or 50 something pounds, and the object of the game is to throw that heavy metal round ball the longest distance. Well, a puck doesn't weigh that much as a heavy metal ball, but it feels like a lead brick, basically. And the fact that that sucker is flying at the goalie from at 80 or 90 miles to 100 miles an hour at times, it is a scary sound whenever you hear someone shoot the puck and that magical sound of the puck bouncing off the pads like a sound. It is one of the most beautiful sounds in the world, because that lets you know that a puck has been blocked. But it's also scary to know that if you're the goalie behind that mask and behind that pads, you probably felt that shot coming, and it probably must have rocked your bones, considering the fact that you managed to stop that scoring attempt right here. So once again, mad props for all the goalies out there that are just doing what they do best and just stopping the puck. Because with that, we go into overtime, in which overtime is the ultimate equalizer, and one of them has to give. So once again, guys, I can't handle overtime. I cannot stand overtime, but we go there anyway, which is 5 minutes of hell, 3-on-3 out there on the ice, and whoever has the puck possession pretty much just dominates the ice out there. Now, in overtime, once again, I need to give mad props to the goalie, because a goalie, his job, he doesn't always have to stay behind the net. Well, he has to stay in the net to stop the goals, but he can help out other players, which basically, if a goalie has a puck possession and he wants to give it to somebody, he can shoot the puck to another player. Well, our goalie, Nigel Kovic, he sees one of our Hurricanes off in the distance all by himself, makes an impressive long pass to Dougie Hamilton, and Dougie Hamilton for the Hurricanes, with a breakaway attempt, scores in an overtime. Oh, Dougie Hamilton became the hero of that game, helping us win in an overtime game right here. And just to see the entire bench just jump out of their benches, run out onto the ice, and they embrace Dougie Hamilton. It's very funny that, Dougie Hamilton is a pretty tall defenseman. So when you see all the other Hurricane players like embracing him and hugging him, he's a really tall giant amongst a crowd of red, basically. So, but that night, thanks to a wonderful assist from our goalie, it gave Dougie Hamilton the chance to score and win the game for us. So that put a big smile and a big grin on our faces, which is what I decided to go with this drawing bit right here. Cyclone-Chan just being her cute self, just putting on that big smile, like, that's my boys. That is my boys look right here. So I am proud of my boys. I am proud of the Canes this game. It allowed me to create this wonderful art piece right here. And now I got to prepare myself for game number 52. Let's see if we can keep this winning streak going right here. This is victory number 2 right here. And now I will see you in the next video. Let's see what I create next. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like the drawing that I made, then don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. And also, if you want to see me react to more games in the future, then don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content and hit that notification bell to always stay notified. To all my fellow artists and art fans out there, this is Steampunk J. And always remember to keep on Joe.